Let's see if that's working. Alright. I guess I can go and check and see if that stuff is live. YouTube. Let me go to my page. Scapapa Flidado. Ah, looks like, hey, that's happening. I hear nothing. Interesting. Wait. Interesting. Wait. Oh, I'm just super quiet. Alright. Hello. Right. Wow. Hello. Right. Wow. Hello. Right. Cool. So that seems to be working over there. Love to see it. Alright, what about Twitch? Well, it says I'm offline. Interesting. Let's see if I can fix that. Yeah. Output. Odd. Well, I'm not even seeing my... That's dogs. Add output. Twitch. Cool. Yep. Ah. Oh, sure. Let's copy you. Put you in that. Create an output. Tight. Okay. Turn that one off. Try connecting there. See if that's doing it. Not seeing it happen. That's fine. Oh, I'm logged into the wrong thing. That would probably help. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, enable. That. Alright, so I'm probably live on the wrong channel. So let's come back over here. See good things. That's good things. Love to see it. Okay, let's stop Twitch. Configure. Output settings. You. Copy. Paste. Okay. Now we can test that. Hey! Okay, looks like I'm live over here now. That's good. That's another good thing. All right, live on both. Ripping that band-aid off, right? Cool. Turn the audio up, make sure that my audio is coming through here. Audio up, make sure that my audio is coming through here. Audio up, make sure that my audio is coming through. That sounds good to me. Okay. Awesome. This is going to be a bit of a nightmare for anyone who joins. And, you know, that's half the fun, right? Because I am going to make a stream layout. So, maybe this guy comes up here. Cool. Maybe I will start by sketching my stream layout out. So let's do a landscape. Uh, 3840 by 2160. Done. Cool. So, let's see here. I can start by sketching out the idea. Foist. So that can be B. Hello, that's me. That's me. Yee, good. You look beautiful. Now this is kind of like a weird dimension, so I'm gonna try to just follow that. Looks like it comes to about there. And then you come down here. You all the way over there. Coolsies. Bug lungs. Oh my god, hi. Hello, bug lungs. I still wonder how audible I am. I'm gonna turn it up a teeny bit more. I just don't know if I'm peaking or not. Is this super loud? I need to get streamer bot set back up so that I can hear things. That is much better, actually. Hell yeah, great to hear it. Oh, wow! Joao! Over on YouTube, hey, how's it going? I still show my friends your Steven Universe covers on ukulele. Do you use it anymore? Wow! I did not expect really anyone to hop in here. Thank you. You making me feel so special right now. Do I do music anymore? Yes, that's a lot of the reason why I've kind of set everything up right now. It's been a couple years since I've been streaming. I am older now, and I don't know, went through a bunch of stuff. I no longer live in the state that I was living in prior. I've actually moved back to my home state, and that's really good. I'm back around a lot of my best friends from growing up. So things are really cool on that front. As far as music goes, to be honest, I haven't been as musically productive as I wish I was, and that is a large part of the reason why I've been wanting to. I don't know, get back into streaming again, because it was really good for me. As far as it was kind of like a way of holding myself accountable. I've been doing a bunch of body doubling and stuff with some friends of mine recently, and yeah, so so that's what's going on. So yeah, I'm right now. I've been like really nervous to get back on and start streaming again. I don't know what it is, but I've just been like, I've built like OBS layouts a couple of times and then never ended up using them. And I've just been like, I don't know, nervous about getting back on and doing this again. And so I figured I'd just kind of like rip the Band-Aid off and go, okay, cool. I'm gonna stop making excuses for myself, and I'm going to make an OBS layout on the air. And I don't know, is that how you say it? Is that how you kids be saying it? Oh my god, I'm guessing that my voice sounds less robotic at this point, doesn't it? If you are here, still, I'm sorry about that. I just realized that auto-tune was on that entire time. So that probably sounded super cool. I am gonna open back up my window over here for just a second to make sure that I don't sound absolutely bonkers coming through Twitch. Oh, that's horrifying. This is YouTube. Okay. This is YouTube. Ah. Alright, so it doesn't sound super bad. There's some background hum that I'm probably sure that I could put a filter on this and get rid of. Let's go. You. That's probably helpful, I'm guessing. Is it? Is it actually working? Huh. Well, maybe. Suppression intensity. The hum looks like it's really far down there. Yes, the auto-tune is off. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. I have a vocal effects plugin over here that, or vocal effects pedal that I've been using in, like, Slack meetings because, you know, sometimes you need to do that. Because sometimes it's just fun to, oh, you know, everyone could use a little bit of that once in a while. So yeah, greetings, hi. I'm gonna try to get back to, I wish there was some sort of way of being able to make it so that I got audio notifications when anyone said anything, but I guess I could probably just pull that down over here and I'd see it better. Where's the pen that I'm supposed to be using? That one. Yeah, so I don't know, I've been, I hope y'all have been well. Also, if this is your first time being in here, sorry about it. It might not be the most interesting thing in the entire world. I'm just currently trying to build out an OBS layout, at least for doing my art streams, because that would be probably something that I should do if I want to get back into doing this on the regular. Those of y'all that don't remember me from 1,000 years ago when I started doing this, I used to do a bunch of Clip Studio Paint tutorials, which I still absolutely adore Clip Studio, but I'm in a different art software this time around that really been enjoying. Doink. So you... Nope. Let's undo that guy. How beautiful. Not too bad. We can move you over here. Yeah, so let me think. Let me try to fill some dead air here. What has been up with me? Well, the world's kind of insane right now. As a member of the United States, it feels fucking weird. Um, so just, enjoying that whole thing. Um, been playing a handful of video games recently, a smattering of them, really. Uh, been playing a lot of Deadlock. If any of y'all are familiar with it, it's very fun. It is. They made a game specifically for me, and God, do I love it. Looking over to make sure I'm not auto-tuned again. Let's see here. What would be cute? So I think I would like to have a place for chat. Maybe I'll do a vertical chat. That could potentially be fun. So what do we say we do a vertical chat right here? Vertical chat. And then what else do we have? I would like to have maybe, I can't remember what all I need to have on this screen. I take vertical chat back. I really liked having captions. So maybe I'll put my captions up here. And then I can put a vertical chat over here. I was saying vertical when I meant horizontal. Chat can goes here. Trying to decide what I want on this. So this will be cool. My little art area. I'll make this kind of look like. That's nice. Probably something silly. I'm guessing that I plop. Test that one more time. I come over here and listen. Test that one more time. I come over here and listen. Test that one more time. Okay, well that's good. Okay. Love that. That was so cool to see those people from a while back. Has me super stoked. That's really cool. Okay, so that, or I leave this space empty. I could always. Don't think I need captions, and I don't feel like going through all of the work that making captions happen requires, so maybe I'll just go ahead and delete that, and I'll put something fun up here. Maybe I'll give myself some space to have. Doink. Oh, no. Deselect. Maybe I'll have something fun up here. Maybe some kind of like little teeny animation. What will the animation be? Who knows? I should probably decide that, since that's kind of what this whole thing is about, right? Wonder if that is working still. Can I still do that? Yeah, that's fun. Okay. So part of me is thinking maybe having like some sort of background texture that could kind of like go from one side to another. Kind of like a slow creep background texture. That would kind of show itself in between all of these areas over here, in between all the individual things. Is that... Yeah, I think that that'd be really cute. So, and then maybe some sort of thing that would be like, say, name, maybe space for like some sort of call out. Is that what I would want to put on it? I can't believe that I had auto-tune on for that first few minutes. That's incredibly silly. I'll pull you over here too. I guess my YouTube title and Twitch title, hopefully those are updating now. Name, call out, and then yeah, we'll have some sort of like cute little animation that happens here. Maybe it can move across this. And, part of me wants to do... Maybe I'll do you, Shimi. Maybe it'll be you. These still working. Boink. Hey, okay, yeah, this is. That's super fun. Okay, well, I guess I'm working on this. That's not it. Plus cam 1, okay. So, I think it'd be fun to have some funky borders on things. That's one thought. So that's also another thing that I'm going to want to make is borders for those. And then maybe a border for you, name, call out, some sort of information or animation that goes there. All right, so if I'm going to make some sort of repeating background texture, I'm guessing that I will want to maybe make a new square. Sure, done. Create. Now I thought that there was some sort of way in this to make a pattern. That's what I want. Cool. So let's try that. Love that. All right, well, a background color, looking at my thing. A background color that I would like to have for this. Maybe I could just try it over here. Is there a way to add like a color source? Stroke, shadow, glow, color source. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. And maybe we'll try you, just out the gate. Drag you, oopsies, underneath everything right there. I think I'd like something that's not super heavy on the eyes. So I think that's a bit too saturated. Maybe I want something that's a little green. It's kind of nice. Let's see how that is. Or we darken it up, make that a little yellower. Let's see what you were like. Still think it's too vibrant. It's a little too gray. Looking at that, maybe something that's more like cobalty. No. Payne's gray. That's not bad. Okay. So I guess we could try that. FF664C67. Let's go ahead and make a big fill brush. Hello. Fill. Solid fill. Solid Philip. Okay. So you are FF664. Wait, did I just put that? There we go. FF664 C67. It's absolutely not it. F664 C67? No? Odd. Maybe I could come over here and figure out what that color is. Stream Deck. Tell me what color that is. 664 C67. 664 C67. 664 C67. That is it. Yes. Okay. That's close enough. Then what would I like in that? Let's maybe think of some ideas of what I would like to have back behind me. This does not have to represent my character. I'm going to say that now because I don't want to have to feel like I have to judge myself for these things. That is a really good idea. You are so smart, Spencer. Thank you, Spencer. What would I like to put back there? Okay. You know, what could be fun? Maybe I'll do some kind of... I've been playing a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons. Well, specifically Daggerheart. Been playing Dungeons and Dragons, running Daggerheart. So maybe I'll put some kind of sword. That could be fun. Ooh, I could do a sword like this. Maybe do something kind of like traditional. That could be fun. What is a good sword shape? This is good sword shape. Sure. Boink. Put some kind of gem in the center. Hello. Cute. Don't think that's what swords work, but this is fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. Because I don't feel like getting caught up on perfection. That shit is boring. And I'm better than that. We're back to positive self-talk these days. Not realize how important it was younger in life. And I feel like no better time to start than now. I hate these little arms. They look like chicken arms, so I'm gonna redo that. Maybe that's fun. Sure, maybe like a cool little eye in it. I might be able to animate that eye looking around. That could be fun. Sure. That's great. All right. So that is one idea. Good to go. Let's move you over here. And then some other things that I've been enjoying. Maybe I'll do my little beat pad thing. Maybe this time it doesn't have to be like that. Doink. I am in no rush. I'm going to enjoy the fact that I'm in no rush right now. That sounds great. It is nice. All these little nubbins. Life. Maybe I'll talk about that. Life in the US looks like the Thundercat sword, and I love it. Thank you. Aw, I appreciate that. Thank you for sticking around. I hope everything is good with you, my friend Nathan. I really do appreciate the fact that like you still show your friends my old music stuff. That feels really cool. I am definitely incredibly appreciative of that. It's a weird time right now to be making things. Some might say an incredibly important time to be making things. And I'd just kind of fallen out of it. With AI being there and making it so easy to make things that quote unquote look good. I don't know. I know that I kind of went through a thing where it was just like, what's the point here with like making stuff? And I had like this extended conversation with a friend of mine recently about like, we've been talking about collaborating. She's a longtime friend of mine and also a fellow streamer. Or kind of fellow ex-streamer at this point. But, you know, we were talking about it, and I had watched this video by this animator that I really enjoy that was just talking about the concept of making for the sheer sake of, or I guess sharing the things that you make for the sheer sake of creating community. And I know that for me, it's been a bit of a, it's been a weird few years, and I have done, I mean, since COVID, I've been isolating, and I've really recognized how important it is having like a community around me. It was one of the best decisions I ever made was like moving back here, back to my home state. And just like being around my friends again. You know, depression's a weird thing. And you gotta watch out for it. That's weird and ominous, isn't it? So I'd seen this video of this guy talking about like, yeah, so just went through your music videos yesterday and was bummed there wasn't anything new, and I'm glad to see you're okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I just made something recently. I've been jumping back into playing around in Ableton. I don't know, it had been a while since I'd really made since I'd been making much. After like a couple of years ago, I had a couple of conversations with friends of mine that were like, what's the point? Like what's the point of making things? I had gotten to a point with like my Duke Stamina, like the hip hop stuff that I was doing, I guess rap stuff that I was doing. It just didn't feel like me much anymore, and I had these other songs that I was like really wanting to get to do, but there was just like a lot going on during that time frame of like when I was supposed to release that, or when that album was set to release, and then I didn't really follow up on some of it. That's that's gotta be with a lot of things, but we're getting better. We're getting better every year we get older. But I just made something recently and it was really fun. It kind of felt like the music that I had been making wasn't really the kind of music that I was listening to when I was by myself or driving in my car, or, and I started wondering like, well, who am I making this for? And it's not that I think that the music that I had made is bad by any means, not at all, but it wasn't serving me. So, but also I don't know how many of y'all who might be listening are musicians, but there's also a thing where it's like, how could I put it? My understanding of music theory ended up being kind of like limiting, which is kind of a weird thing to say because like, the understanding of music theory should technically make it easier to make music, but my limited understanding on what I was actually doing kind of kept me in this place where it was like I knew what this formula was to make very basic music, and a lot of what I listen to outside of that is like a lot of like math rock and mathcore and I don't know, kind of just weirder, more fringy, I don't know, you could say pretentious music. And it just like, it wasn't what I was listening to, so it's like, why am I making this? Who am I making this for? And I'd kind of forgotten the fact that just like, oh, making music is fun. It doesn't even matter if it's good. It just feels good. It feels nice. It's like an enjoyable thing to do. And, I've been trying to I love how it is artistically. It's how it is artistically. I'm procrastinating making art right now myself. I have a business known for a certain style and I want to move in a different direction. Don't know how people will react. Yeah, it's especially when it's tied to business. It's difficult, right? Like, I have kind of gone, since last I was streaming, I've gone through like a handful of different jobs that I've been doing, a few years back I was doing, wow. Oh no, the purple's not back there on this scene. I was doing video production, and it was really fun, and it was good for me. I like making videos, as anyone who has seen my channel probably understands. But how do I put it? My care, maybe that's not it. My attention, or how much I am really into any specific art form, because I've gone all over the place. I should get back to streaming. Don't judge me. Um, uh, any sort of like art form that I get into always feels like a season, right? It feels like, and maybe this is like telling of, you know, my ADHD. But I feel like I'll have like seasons where I'm really into doing music, or seasons where I'm really into doing visual art. And, you know, I had talked to my therapist about this last year, actually, talking about like how it, you know, it felt sad because I felt like I like stopped, like I fell out of love with music or something like that. And it felt really weird because music has been my life growing up. You know, it was the main thing that I was in my 20s, you know, and late teens through my 20s into my early 30s. Like it was like the thing I felt made me special, right? It was the thing that I that was the thing that I was good at. And I tried really hard through my early years to try to make music happen. And, you know, just due to life not always being, I don't want to say fair, but sometimes you get handed a weird hand. And things don't go exactly as you plan. And, you know, I decided to, okay, well, I'll move into doing visual art, which is something that, I don't know, maybe you could see by what I'm doing. It's never been like my strong suit, but it's always been something I've really enjoyed. It's just like, I've been drawing since I was like, how big? Like, you know, like 8 or something like that. And it's never been something that I've never really felt like an expert as far as like illustration goes. And I know that with kind of bringing it back to your point of like, when it's business, you have to start thinking about, you think about things differently when it's a business. It's like, okay, well, I'm speaking from experience here, from somebody who's like tried to monetize literally everything that I've ever done. But which, don't do that. That's my first piece of advice, is if you enjoy it, please don't monetize it. But also, if you can get away with monetizing it and you can make a living doing the thing you love, also do that. You know what? Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I'm just like a weird dude online. But I don't know. I went through. God, I'm fucking losing track of what I was talking about. Procrastinating artistically. Yeah, man. I mean, that is literally why I'm doing this stream right now. I had been procrastinating so hard on streaming again because I missed it. I missed like having that. I used to be a musician, so it's like, or I still am a musician. I used to be a performing musician, so I was like used to being on stage every other week or every weekend or multiple times a week. And there's something about performing that like it took me a while to realize, but I think I kind of need a little bit of it. Like, little baby needs his time to shine, or to get on stage. And this is Bear definitely influenced me to want to perform and give that back that energy y'all gave me. That's so kind. Wow, that's so cool. That's awesome. I'm happy that could be the outcome of that project for you, because it's like, that means a lot to hear. Thank you, man. It's that's all you can ask, I guess, as a creator, is like, especially, or I guess that's all I could ask for. That's my, I've had a lot of talks with friends and stuff about like, you know, what would you do if you could do anything? Like, what's like your dream job, stuff like that. And I think one thing that it kept coming back to me is this idea of like, I wish that I could be like my friend's cheerleader, like professionally. Just like I wish I could root people on to like follow the things that they want to do and to cheer them on when they attempt to do the hard things. And hearing that like the art that I made you feel inspired to like want to make more of it, like that's the coolest thing in the world. I really appreciate you sharing that. I'm sorry. I also I have a hypothesis that us with neurodivergence love to learn. Yes, I just spit all over my fucking tablet. Oh, it's still there. Wow, that's so cool. Hot boy hours. I have a hypothesis that us with the love to learn, we gravitate towards the arts because there's so many subcategories that it's a forever process. Absolutely. I mean, like the artistic journey, the artistic process. It's all about that. I hit the bell so I can make sure I tap in when you stream on YouTube. This is a really chill live. Hell yeah, thank you, man. I'm also, I don't know if you happen to use Twitch. I'm also over on Twitch. This is my first time in a while doing this. This is the first time in years, like actually going live. But I am trying the multi-stream thing because apparently you can do that now. I'm guessing because I'm live on both and I haven't got shut down yet. So yeah, I'm hoping that this continues to work so that I could have YouTube and Twitch chat in this same window. That's super cool. And I appreciate that. Thank you for hitting that bell. That's really kind. Thank you. Yeah. Moving in a different direction, not knowing how people are going to react. I can't. That's fucking relatable, my guy. That's all I could say is like, so after doing the Duke Stamina stuff, I got signed to this label that I put my album out. That's the point of making music, to spark something in people that makes them want to create. Yeah. I got signed to this label, sorry, and I put that album out, and then I was just like, well, I want to do something different now. Like I put this album out, and now I want to do something different. And I have all of this music back cataloged. I've got like one track I got professionally mixed and mastered, that I really like, and it's this weird like acoustic that one didn't even really have much electronic in it. Well, it did. As far as like weird vocal processing at parts. But it was mainly all acoustic. It was the complete opposite of what Duke Stamina was, where it was just kind of like, it was much closer to what I was doing in Bear, and that just kind of like sat there on it. It just like sits there on a hard drive of mine, just like going unused. And for me, I was too afraid, I think, at the time to make that change. And now I'm at a point where it's just like, man, I really wish I just like had realized that nothing fucking matters. And I know that sounds about kind of, that's a bit nihilistic to say, but at the same time, y'all, I'm looking at how I live in, this is grossly inaccurate, by the way, this sketch. But you know what? It's fun. I'm gonna let the imperfections be what make it not AI, and I'm gonna love it for that exact fact. But fuck, I was on a point. Make the changes. If making the changes is going to, like, if going the different direction is going to keep you interested and make you continue to output. I don't exactly know what your business is, so I can't really give, advice on what that is. I don't know what the direction that you want to go. I don't want to give you bad advice. But if it's something that, like, if your interest in it is waning, as far as, like, you said that you said us with neurodivergence. So I think that a lot of our life is, especially if it's ADHD, a lot of our life is going to be spent searching for that dopamine hit. And if not getting that dopamine hit from the thing that you're doing is going to cause you to do a poor job, or you could have feel better about the work that you do by doing something different. I mean, life is short. And also nothing fucking matters. That's right. We live in the US. Nothing matters. It's obvious now. It's obvious that, like, oh, cool, our president is in those files doing those things and is still a president right now. I guess nothing fucking matters, right? Like, interesting. So I'd say do whatever the fuck you want because what does anything mean anymore? I guess that's my take right now. That was, that's a lot of the reason why I'm here doing this. I realized that what's the point in being afraid of doing the thing that I want to do when it's obvious that nothing fucking matters. I know that sounds bleak. I wanted to be a little bit more positive on here, but I am living in the US right now, so bear with me. I wish that these were all going the correct direction. Maybe I'll fix that now, because I am feeling a specific kind of way. How would I fix that? Huh. So I'd have to continue coming down? You would have to cut across at the same angle that all of those are at. That might do it. Wait, didn't I just... Oh, God. All right. Welp? Welpies? I don't know if any of that was helpful. I made a cryptid and punk theme. I make cryptid and punk themed pride designs on patches, stickers, shirts. That sounds fucking awesome. And I want to go more pop graffiti with it. But I went viral with one of my current designs. But also, you're 100% correct. Yeah, if it's art related, man, do whatever. Like, you could also. Here's the other thought is, if that one's going well, and you've got, like, a specific brand with it, you could always make a second account and then just make designs that fit the branding of that one and link it, and then just, like, repost your designs from one account to another. I know that, like, building a brand new thing can be difficult. But if you're worried about, like, you're wanting to continue making, money off of that one, you could always just have a different brand. Who says that you can't have, like, 30 different shops with 30 different names? That's actually something that, like, me and some friends of mine that we were in a band a while back called Hot Basic, which is probably my favorite musical project I've ever been a part of. And I was talking to my guitarist and longtime best friend from that band, and about kind of about a lot of what I've been talking about on here, of just, like, kind of missing making music, and also kind of like the weird internal pressure that we put on ourselves as artists to like, I don't know, once you make something good, you're like trying to live up to this expectation now of the world and yourself. And there's a while where me and him, and also the guitarist from one of my first bands, way back in the day, we were getting up on Thursdays and I was bringing my recording equipment, and we were, we sat down to make music, and are the under the guise of, we're not going to make anything good. We just, I don't remember what it feels like finishing a track with friends and not thinking about all of these extra things. Like I work in marketing, so it's like thinking about all of that. And, oh, okay, well, like, what is the genre? What is this? What is the genre? Who's the audience? All of this stuff. And it's like, no, we're going to just make a bunch of bad music. We're going to make a bunch of bad metalcore for fun because, that's fun. And that was the intention that we went in with. And, then we'd sit down and like kind of crank out something cool and go, oh, hell yeah. Hey, maybe we still got, like, the entire thing was just kind of this exercise in, let's just make something. Let's like make something and not overthink it. Because I think that I know for me, my biggest weakness, and also strength in some areas, I'll give it, is I just overthink everything. I've turned into a very anxious person as I've, aged. Why does that keep happening? And we were talking about that, and it's just like we both kind of feel like we had, and it's like, well, what do we do about that? How do we stop overthinking it? And it's like, well, what if we just kind of make a project? And I brought this idea up. This is how I got to that point. The idea of like, maybe, like, why don't we make a bunch of different music, and then if we feel like posting it, cool, we could post it, and we can make up a brand new band name. We can make up and if we feel like posting it, cool, we could put it out. And because me and my friends, one of the ways that we, one of our love languages, I guess you would say, is like coming up with like excellent band names. I know one of my very close friends has this long running notepad document on her phone where she keeps all of the really good band name suggestions. Don't open Dropout. I don't know why it keeps exiting out of this app. I'm like doing something, obviously. I also don't know how much my desktop on my tablet is like tattling on myself. Should probably look into that when I'm done streaming here. But yeah, so like finally having a use case for like all of these silly band names that we come up with all the time. Gonna listen to Hot Bass Stack after this stream's done. I have no idea you had another project. I'm stoked to listen. Hell yeah, Hot Basic I think that's my proudest musical achievement, hands down. I thought, I love what we were doing in it. Wow, I missed that one. I really love what we were doing in it. It was just so cool. It's like math core, jazzy, like spastic, thrashy, punk shit. I think we're on Spotify. We're also on Bandcamp if you say fuck Spotify. And I think we're also on like iTunes and all, or Apple Music, whatever that is. If you go to our Bandcamp, I know the first album, I was the vocalist in that band, so all of the lyrics are up on that. And then if you want something real old, you could go on Spotify and type in here. Fastest kid in 5th grade. And that was my earliest band. That, and honestly, that shit still fucking rips. It's like post-hardcore, and I will always have a soft spot for post-hardcore. And it was like, we found our version of the masters recently, like maybe about a year ago or a year and a half ago. And I was hanging out with my best running best friend that was the guitarist and like, I would like to say like main musical composer in that. Like I did the lyrics and stuff, but she did all of the music for the most part. And we were sitting there like, I just moved back out here and we were hanging out, and she was like, oh yeah, thank you. I don't know if Fastest Kid is on Bandcamp, but I know it's on Spotify now, and it's probably anywhere that is streaming. So there's a chance maybe Bandcamp. Oh, I think it definitely might be on Bandcamp from like way back in the day. But yeah, I do love me some post-hardcore. It's fun. It's like one of my favorite genres. I will always be a sucker for it. I don't know how I'm doing that. I hope this ends up looking good. Right now, it's a weird combination of clear cache. Oh, okay, let's try clearing the cache for Infinite Painter. Maybe that will fix it. So it wasn't anything I was pressing. The cache was full up. Very interesting. But yeah, we were listening to it over at her house, and it was just like, we got done dirty. Like, this was a good fucking album. Like, this shit was ahead of its time. You know, and it's hard for me to talk about my own art like that, but with stuff like that where it's like stuff that I made with my friends, I found that it's a lot easier to have like that confidence in it. It's definitely something that I've been working on in recent years. Just trying to kind of get back some of the confidence that I had when I was younger. I would really like it. The world can be kind of cruel and unusual at times. So what is OBS? And what's the idea on this character you want to make? I said this character. Interesting. Did I say anything about characters in here? So OBS is the broadcasting software. What I was that's right. That's what this stream was supposed to be about. So what I'm doing here is overcomplicating things. OBS is the broadcasting software that I built this layout in, and I love working in OBS. OBS is you can essentially grab all of your different monitors and cameras, and this is where you kind of combine them all. I have done some, humble brag here, some absolutely fucking buck wild shit in OBS before. When I was living in Florida, I put together this entire live stream that was made for Twitch. That was essentially like Blue's Clues, where a friend of mine who was like a musician would sit there and interact in this 2D animated house that I'd created, be able to walk around from room to room and talk to, very Blue's Clues-esque, like talk to these little characters that I made that I was voice acting, or that I was like essentially, that had like a live lip sync that worked with them, that also moved around the house and were able to like respond back and forth with him. It was a huge undertaking. I'd never really seen anything like it done live before. And in that process, I like really found this love for OBS. Right now, like the basics that I have on this is I have, here, I'm gonna go ahead and copy this background source. It's purple that's behind me. So I have like 2 different camera views right now that I can switch in between while I'm doing art streams. And what I'm drawing down here was originally was going to be like an idea for like, I wanted to have like a background that kind of just like moved across the back, kind of like, God, I can't remember what game it is. Maybe it's like Mario Paint or something like that, that had like this, you know, funky background that had like a couple of little things on it that kind of just like slowly, here, wait, I can do that. That like slowly moved diagonally across it. So that's the thought as of right now, is like trying to make something like that. And then getting all of that set up to make this remote control it via hotkey. I have some of the more fun things, because right now I'm trying to get it set up for doing music stream, or sorry, for what are the words that I'm trying to say? Trying to get it set up for doing art streams, but I also want to do music streams with it as well. And something that I've done, maybe it'll end up showing. No. Yes. Hooray! So I'm using an old cell phone of mine in order to put a camera on top of... Don't even mind that. That was last night's dinner. But let me just go put this somewhere else. Don't mind me. But yeah, being able to use some of my... I'd also like to get some layouts made for doing music production, so I could do some of that live, because I want to be making music again, and it's a lot easier to hold myself accountable to doing a thing if I'm doing it in a public space instead of existing in my room and only existing in my room and having no real other person to say, hey, you can't sit around and just play video games all day. So that's kind of the point, is having, I don't know, being able to come over here and be like, boop, 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 boop. Wait, let me see if some of these buttons work. Are you working? Okay, you work. Oh, snap. And then does that work? Yeah, being able to be like, hey, cool, look at all this fun jazz I'm doing. Blah, 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 blah. You could tell I don't actually play a jazz piano. But yeah, that's how you're getting all of this stuff, is what OBS is, and that's kind of what I'd like to be working on right now. And I'm getting caught in the weeds. And you know what? That's fine. I'm streaming. That's the main thing that I wanted to get done, is I wanted to get back to streaming, and I am currently doing that. So I'm not going to beat myself up about it. Where the fuck is that thing? There it is. So yeah, this is that little beat pad that you saw over there. I've been sketching it to try to have it maybe be a part of the background, but I feel like it's this like overly detailed now. So how do I fix that? Okay, well, I've got the idea here. Maybe I should write out like what all I want to have on this. That could be fun. So maybe I'll do like sword. Maybe like magic sword. That could be fun. Because I'd like to... Another thing that I'm very interested in streaming is I've been running this tabletop role-playing game very similar to Dungeons and Dragons called Daggerheart, and I've been like trying to learn it. And I've also been doing it um, in this software that is like really, really cool. It's overly complicated, and there's a lot that you could do with it. And I've been like kind of scratching the surface with that a bit. So I've been thinking about possibly having some sort of stream where I maybe do like a learn with me stream of kind of learning how to use that software a little better. I don't think this is how a sword works. That's fine. That looks wrong. Okay. Well, who gives a fuck? Um, uh, yeah, well, all right. We'll make that a magic sword or something. Maybe you can make a more interesting silhouette out of it. Um, you popping out some music notes. What are the other things? So, Daggerheart, that. What else is kind of representative of what I plan on streaming? I guess video game. I miss video games. I miss my mom. Um, so yeah, I've got I don't know. I'm at a point right now where it's just like I want to stream for the love of it, and I could also, like most people, use it as a second stream of income. So I'd like to kind of like, I don't know, get back into doing this. Maybe I'd like to potentially, make money for having honest conversations with people and trying to be helpful. I think that could be cool. Not really banking on it much, but yeah, it's not expecting it doesn't mean that's a reason for me to not attempt it. So that's you. That's you. What else? Maybe we could do like a set of watercolors or something like that. I don't know what my watercolor set looks like. It's gonna look the same as that other thing. Everything that I enjoy seems to be a bunch of little squares. That's silly. Too bad I'm dog shit at perspective. I will keep making music. I did do a live show last year. I did my first live show in like 4 years, something like that. I played out at King's, or I played at should not be doxing myself. I played at a venue about like 45 minutes from somewhere. I played at a venue. I had my first show back doing some Duke Stamina stuff, and that was really fun. Getting to perform Sexual Cloakening, the song that I have that's about wanting to fuck mermaids because they would probably have a cloaca like a fish does. That was getting to experience other people experiencing that song for the first time was a real joy. So yeah, I just don't know, like, I'm so out of touch that I don't know, like, where to play anymore, and it's kind of hard to get booked on shows where it's, like, my stuff would fit in. Under the sea. Oh. It's just Annie. Oh, I'm guessing that that's a different server. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm up to. I'm hoping... Part of me has this thought with the streaming thing of like, I don't know, maybe making a how would I say it? Like what's the fucking word? Trying to make a commitment of like doing this often, like trying to do this like so many times a week. I have no idea where these Discord notifications are coming from, but that is interesting. But yeah, I'm at this point where it's like I miss doing this, and I'm hoping that by doing this here, I can kind of take the nervousness about doing this and about like, I don't know, making stuff publicly regularly again. Maybe I could kind of take a bit of that away. So I really do appreciate Nathan, Chris, and Helectic, and also the people who were chatting earlier. Buglungs over on Twitch. I appreciate y'all like being in here while I okay, yeah, Twitch is still going. While I kind of just chat, and I don't know. That's super cool. I appreciate you being here. I hope that you come back and see that this has upgraded a whole bunch. I'm really hoping to kind of make something cool with this. Yay! But yeah, I'm really appreciative that like, I don't know, it's nice hearing that like, hey, I remember you, and I'm happy to see you. That's like I've got this band that I really like, Dwellings, and I had sent them. I kind of took myself off of most social medias because they bum me out, man. Especially like after that inauguration, seeing like how many of the owners were there at it and complicit with the pedophiles in power. Kind of killed my love of wanting to be on those apps, and also just like some of the stuff that I'd, you know, stuff that I'd heard about how those, you know, companies were run and some of the horrible things that they've done in the past, genocides, things of that sort. I don't know, I just kind of pulled off of them, and I missed having kind of like an outlet of other people outside of just my friend group echo chamber social bubble. So it does feel cool coming back and like hearing and like there being people who remember me. It's been years since I've done this, so it's like thank you. You know, part of me was like wondering, it's like, oh, have I just like kind of ruined my ability to do that? Like, am I outside of people's... I can't remember shit. I can't remember what I ate yesterday. I smoked a lot in my 20s. And I don't know, it feels very cool being remembered and having people come back and say, hey, I know I'm like continuing to go on this topic, but yeah, thank you. That's all I meant to say. I don't think this looks like watercolors at all. It will. I'll put color into it. Mono. Wait, is that mono? It just says Zaki, so I don't know if that's... Well, wait, there's a little lock on it, so I'm guessing that is... That is, your name changed. What the fuck? What's up, Mono? Aw. Hey, what's up, man? This is my first stream back. I'm like literally making my OBS layout. One second, let me come back to I'm like trying to figure out like what I want to do with it. So I I I don't know if this is still like if the stream title is called "Ripping the Band-Aid Off," but I'm like I want to get back into do it. I want to get back into doing it. I will keep making excuses for myself to like not do the thing. This game was trans. I was on repeat for months because I was trying to be more confident. You never know the impact you have. That's fucking. Thank you. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's so kind. Man, Zaki. Thank you for dropping in and say. Oh, okay. I have questions actually for you. When the stream is over, when your streams are over, have you been playing Deadlock or have you been playing Deadlock on stream? Just wondering for a friend. Also, we should hang out at some point. I'm back, by the way. Somewhere. I'm somewhere. Again. Once again. Nowhere's a too big brain for me. I tried a few games, but not for me. It is okay. You know Dark Souls. You know that feeling of this game is so damn difficult. If I can beat this boss, then what can't I do? You know, that feeling of like, this feels absolutely impossible. That is how learning that game has felt. Where it's like, there's so much to think, like, it has the most all over the place, like, movement mechanics. Like, every part of that game is so deep that I'm just like, I played a little bit of League back in the day. Unless it's play MTG these days. Yo, hell yeah. I was playing Pokemon a bunch, TCG, last year. But hey, if you ever want to teach someone if you ever have like two decks that play well against each other and one could be played by someone who's dumb as hell, I could play a red aggro deck a little bit. That part, oh yeah, that's right. There are people on YouTube. I'm sure I've tried a few MOBAs, but remembering all the characters, skills, items, order of buying, maps, strats, fuck man, too much. Yeah, there's something about it though that like, I don't know, maybe it's like the amount that I like absolutely hate myself. That's not true. But it has really got me like, it just got me like, I really like the characters. I think the world, the lore behind the world is like so cool. Like what's going on in it. If you played it back in the day, it has had a handful of updates. There are modes now in it. One specifically that is like just one lane, and the items are kind of randomized, almost like roguelike, at the beginning of a match. So it's like shorter, like 25-minute tops matches. I've had some go way shorter than that. Yo, fuck yeah. I would love to. Yeah, I'm not like super great at I tried playing Magic a little bit, but I picked up Pokemon because I'm a broke bitch. It's cheap. When I played it. But hell yeah. Well, I'm just saying, you should learn, you should pick up Deadlock. It's really fun. Because I know that you're really good at games, and it would be fun to get to play with someone who's very good at that, who's very good at games. But yeah, me and some friends have been playing that a whole bunch recently. But yeah, I'm back. I'm like trying to. Yeah, that part. Yeah, I'm been trying to escape Wizards Hasbro myself. I play D&D with a group of friends of mine on Tuesdays, but I've been learning Daggerheart, which is like a tabletop RPG that's very similar. But it is not Hasbro, and it's also like way cooler. I'm enjoying it a hell of a lot, and that's kind of some of what I'm planning for my upcoming streams. I want to do music streams again. Just want to do art, and do some gaming. I've got some survival horror games of mine that like I will never play unless there's some, because I'm chicken shit. So it's like maybe getting back to playing some survival horror and shit. But I don't know. I've missed. I pulled off mainly all social media because I just don't like it. But I've missed having that kind of community that you get with having a social media. So I figured, well, why not get back on Twitch and try to make that community myself, you know? So I attempted to do that. Oh, you want to see some fun shit? You want to see some fucked shit? All right, so wait, I gotta go here. That's you. Hello. I've got this little remote that I programmed hotkeys onto. So this is fun because I can do this. But also, if I happened to feel like it, I do want to do some music streams soon. So that would mean I just kind of walk over here and I do this thing. That obviously wasn't exactly what it's going to sound like. Oh, wait, but I have an extra option for you. That I can't have on for too long because I will be tattling on myself if I change the way I'm looking. I don't know if you're familiar with Droid Cam. It's what I'm using in order to get this camera working. But I had like an old cell phone sitting in a drawer and my new cell phone, LMN Droid Cam. That I am weaving into OBS. Okay. You want to see something fucking stupid? Okay, so... so wait. Wait 1 second. Dude, how much does this fucking rule? This is a fidget toy, by the way. Nothing is being harmed by it. But there is something about first-person view that, like, I find absolutely fucking hilarious. What? No one should have this power. Yeah, so I don't know. I've been planning on, like, trying to do some, like, kind of, I don't know, weirder streams. 1 PvP, new game drop. Yeah, it's I don't know. Been wanting to get back into doing this because it's fun and OBS is stupid and no one man should have all of this power. There was a part of me that was thinking, okay, wait, let me see if I can get it to sit correctly. We move. Maybe I need to move this out of the way. Tell me how bad of an idea this is. So I was thinking about like trying to stream games. Wait, like this? Just, yeah, sure, yeah. Welcome to my stream where I play video games. just being a nightmare person. I think that's truly what I'm here for. The fact that this tablet is in the way is kind of breaking my balls right now, but like, wouldn't this be a sick fucking video game stream? It's just me literally first person view playing. I think it's awful, and I think I should be allowed to do it. It's like just making it like purposefully harder for people to be able to enjoy your stream sounds like a lot of fun. So yeah, that's that's what I've been up to. I don't know, it's been cool. This has been I'm so happy that you were able to like catch me up my first stream back. Yeah, I'm wanting to do it again, wanting to get back into it. So I might end up like hitting you up at some point and just seeing if you wouldn't mind reminding me about like some of the stuff that I've forgotten. If like it's been so long, I feel like so rusty. And I know that there's like I haven't gotten like streamer bot set back up or anything like that. But also just like I am starving for like one-on-one connection with people. So let's like, and especially people that I can talk to about the things that I'm like hyper focused in. So yeah, let's hang and chat at some point soon. That'd be super cool. And thank you for being here. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna actually label this drawing section. All right, my cam is here. Chat goes here. Maybe I'll put my name, call out, which could be like social media. Wait, I'm not using social media. Maybe like a Discord thing. I don't know. Maybe I'll use Discord. Also, fuck Discord though. Like, what am I supposed to? What are we supposed to do? Like, everything wants to steal our data. It's wild, and it's like, and I've looked around. I've checked it. Like, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm really proud of this self-portrait. Here's my hat. Oh, that's a good hat, they all say. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. Yeah, what are we supposed to use instead? Oh, there isn't an option. Cool. All right. Yo, what the fuck is up, Denny's? Yo, my little meat man, my little meat boy. Holy shit, what is up? I started a Stoat server, but there isn't really a great one-to-one replacement, to be honest. Yeah, the big thing that I have had the hardest time finding is, and let me know if Stoat does this, is the video chat. Because that's the main thing that we use Discord for, like me and my friends. We go back to Skype. Yeah, everything is shit now, social media wise. Like, what are we supposed to do? Also, wait, Meat Man, you weren't in here for this, so I have to bring it back. Because you might be wondering, Spencer, what Duke? Fuck, I'm so bad at this. I'm gonna dox myself immediately. You wanna know my social security? All right, so I have this view, and I don't know how I'm gonna use it just yet. I feel like there's something to be done here, though, right? Right? There's like, I've got some heat. Ugh. Shammy, you're getting fucking teabag. Fucking live on stream, get it. Picked this up at an anime con, by the way. This is the best 3D printed thing that I've ever owned. It's so satisfying. Like answering a telemarketer and just like it helps. It helps so much. Oh, I should paint this thing gold. That's it. That's it. Now you're thinking. You're thinking in 5 dimensions, and that's what I needed. Strap a laser pointer to it. Fuck off. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I think that that's really great. I don't know, maybe I'll make it like some kind of like redemption point thing. I don't know. Um, Got to do the gentle bobbing. Got to. Um, I could never do it because doxing purposes. But this works over Wi-Fi. And I was testing it with my friends the other day. I could literally walk out into the middle of my street and still get like the same quality video, which is so fucking stupid. Like, no one should have that power. I shouldn't have that power. I'm gonna abuse it. It's obvious that I'm going to abuse it. Because why wouldn't I? And I don't have it on me right now, but I did pick up a wireless lav that I can connect to the computer. So I could literally like just go in the other room and have like perfect audio and video. Abuse it for evil. Oh, actually, you know what I can also abuse for evil? I can abuse this for evil. I wasn't entirely sure what that sounded like because I am not monitoring it. But I also have the way to do this shit right here. I have too much time on my hands, by the way. Yeah, that's the best way of putting it. That's the smartest way of putting it. I am having thoughts. Maybe I should start putting some of these thoughts down. 1 second. Oh, hello. Where is that? I'm already confused at the amount of scenes that I have in here. You must have the most extra stream set up for someone that streams twice a year. So, yeah, I hope that this isn't like 1 of 2 times this year. This is literally my first stream back. Yeah, you caught me at. The fact that you caught it is wild. But I'm wanting to start doing this again. I really miss it. That's something that I'd been, realizing that the loneliness epidemic is real. And I've missed the kind of like, I don't know, being connected to a circle outside of just my inner friends group. Mono, thank you. But yeah, so I'm trying to get back into streaming again. So right now, like, I'm literally like trying to draw up like what I think I want my art OBS setup to look like. I've already got like the camera set up for doing music stuff. This guy over here. Wiggle. Wait. Wiggle. Oh, this has got some weird delay latency stuff going on. I don't need y'all seeing how messy how messy my desk is. Actually, 1 second, I am going to switch to it just so you can see the absolute insanity that I'm looking at right now. Because this is like... this is a lot, right? Like... this is a lot. Also, don't mind the sins. We don't need to see those. But yeah, that's how's tattooing? How's that? How's doing that thing? Is that super cool? Not enough custom keyboards and controllers? Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, what? 1 second, let's count them. Oh, is one of them hiding? There is one that's hiding. Was it not over here? Where the fuck did I put it? I've got like... Am I a stupid ass? No, I'm not. I'm not. We don't talk to ourselves like that anymore. We love ourselves. That's what I learned, bitch. Okay, I'm also having to like keep eyes on this to make sure that I'm not doxing myself. All right, wait. So here's. Let's count them. Let's count these little fuckers. All right. So within arm's reach. Let's count this shit. So we'll count this as one, right? Because I'm using this in order to control things. So this, which technically, if I wanted to, this could be a macro keyboard. And then we got the Stream Deck, and then we've got one of the Clip Studio controllers, and then we've got a Clip Studio controller that I made for when I'm using my tablet places. So yeah, that. Well, I guess it would be on this side. No, yeah, it'd be on that side. So, drawing, having a little tablet guy. I'm happy that I didn't turn it on. This, I've been using to play Deadlock. Also, Meat Man, you should play Deadlock, and if you already are playing Deadlock, let's play Deadlock together, because fuck yeah. So, I don't know what number we're at. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4... I won't even count that. 5, 6? 6? That's like within arm's reach. Right? Oh, and then I've got my just actual physical keyboard there. 7. I would be afraid to count the amount of buttons that I have within arm's reach. That wouldn't be a fun stream, but I kind of want to know at some point. Tattooing is awesome, loving it, even though I'm walk-in boy, so most days I do fine line bullshit on teenage girls and self-help book quotes. You know, someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do self-help book quotes. I'm sorry that's you, but also at the same time, I know that's not going to be forever with you. Sometimes, and yeah, I saw that like sometimes every once in a while I get to do a cool tattoo. What's the most recent cool tattoo you did? I'm sure that I could literally just go to your Instagram, but it's more fun to have you explain. And while you do that, I'm going to switch back over to this. So I found out recently, though, that I'm bad at drawing. Let me show you so I got to this point of this, right? Of like, I got to this point in like 3 minutes. No, okay, I'll be honest. Maybe like 8 minutes. I was like, okay, cool. I know I want my cam here. I know I want this. And then I was like, I want a background that kind of like moves. Like, in my head, I'm thinking, roses, railroad spikes, playing cards, all that. Wait, working on a black and gray traditional sleeve. Ooh, black and gay. Ooh, black and gay. Love it. Black and gray traditional sleeve on a regular that's been sick. Roses, railroad spikes, playing cards. Yeah, I'm guessing I could probably find that on your Insta. Okay, wait. I want to see if I could show a thing. Wacom plus cam. Some of it's on there. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. I don't need to be wearing that anymore. We'll see if this boots up. And also, this chance for me to test if this other thing is working. So that's actually great for me. Okay, so I'm going to pull you on this. Yes. Very good. And then file, open. Another 5.4. I hope that I saved the synth on this. And then, let's see here. Wacom plus cam. Okay, here I am. Oh, and I could probably hit this button. Oh wait, don't look at my chat and my stream info. You guys are fucking perverts. All right, so Are we gonna watch Ableton crash in real time? We might. It's literally just this. Come on, Ableton. Hopefully this pulls up. Yeah, there it is. All right, so I've been trying to get back into making music again. Go me. Stoked on that. I don't know. Maybe I could like pull my mic down when I hit play and wait, I could just mute my mic input. But I've been trying to write things in time signatures that aren't 4/4. So I found this really cool plugin recently called S4Zondo, which you might remember back in the day when I was doing music production stuff. I had like a plugin that let me emulate the Super Nintendo synths, or like the original NES synths, because I love video game music, and I used it a lot. So I found this new synth. Oh God, that's not it. Well, that's part called S4Zondo that lets me pull, that uses SF2 files, which, okay, got a dip, but good seeing you. Oh, that's fine. Well, regardless, I get to use SF2 files, which is essentially the ripped sound samples from Super Nintendo games, and I got the Donkey Kong Country soundtrack, and I got all of the weird synths from it. One of them specifically being, I believe it's got to be you, right? It's got to be you. Oh. Wait. Nope, I'm not hearing anything. Are you a son of a bastard? Does everything hate me? That's cool. Maybe I'll try hit and play and see if it plays. Okay, I realize that this sounds like circus music, but you're gonna just have to deal with it. This is in 5/4. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like most music, I count it as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and it kind of has like this interesting swing to it. But yeah, I'm gonna play this thing. It's a bit silly, and I'm a fan. Oh, I have Diddy Kong's chimp sounds. That's kind of what I was trying to get at. From Donkey Kong Country. It's his from Donkey Kong Country if you can't recognize it. Hello, friend. Hey, I'm gonna play this song that I wrote in 5/4 recently. This is a sketch, so just be kind with how much you judge it. Okay, there we go. It's not coming through at all, is it? It should be main outing. Oh. What a silly little baby I am. I need to add a plugin, an output. Restream, yes. Send audio, local broadcast. Let's see if that does anything. That looked like it did it. Okay, cool. All right, now I can mute it. Oh, is that previewing at somewhere? Okay. Maybe I could just mute my so I made that. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, that was fun. So I've been like, I don't know, trying to be more creative, trying to make some stuff, trying to push myself to make some things again, and that feels good. Also, very sorry to everyone. I realized how loud that was about halfway through. I don't know where that came from. Don't mind me. I've officially stopped it. Yeah, so I don't know, planning on doing some music production streams and stuff soon. This was just kind of brought me back to the DK days. Dude, having the monkey, wait, not monkey marimba. What is it? Which one is it? Is it you? I don't know why none of these are playing. It's giving DK special stage in a good way. Hell yeah. Well, it's literally that I found this plugin that lets me have all of the sounds from that. I also imported all of the sounds from Chrono Trigger, which I'm old. So that was a special game for me. Actually, I think the piano on this is the Chrono Trigger piano on that track. And then I found like some other plugins. One that I thought was really cool is this game verb that lets me use like it wasn't technically a reverb, it was more of a delay that they used on the Super Nintendo, but they also give you reverbs from the PlayStation 1 and the N64. And I thought that was like super cool. Oh my god, yeah. God, one of these days, Square is going to be like, you know, all this money we're leaving on the table by like not having Square, like not making Chrono Trigger again. Like, why don't we fix that? Like, give it the Final Fantasy VII Remake treatment. I thought that Final Fantasy VII Remake was fucking awesome. Now we have Winamp vibes. Oh, yeah, this definitely feels like... This plugin looks like it really whips the llama's ass. Man, I'm like ADHDing here real hard. I want to play it, but I know as soon as I finish the remake will be announced. Yeah, but that's also like half the fun, right? You get to enjoy it all over again. I don't know, that's one thing that I think I'd like to get to do on here is maybe go through some of the old retro games that I really enjoyed and kind of get to relive those again. I don't know, it feels... I was not expecting to have anyone in chat. So this is like really cool and really special. I do appreciate all of y'all being here. This is this is really nice. Are more fun. We go over so much. It's never boring here. Hell yeah, it's like there's this large part of me right now that is like, do I just kind of want to make music? Like, do I want to say fuck it on making this stream layout and just go into doing some music stuff? Playing a bit of retro lately, but mostly WoW Classic. I was never a WoW boy. I tried playing WoW, but I was bad at being social with strangers, and I had no friends that played, so I enjoyed WoW as the single-player experience, which way back in the day when I played it was not great. Like, you had to get in a guild, you had to chat with other people, because if you're not going to get through many raids, or it's going to be an absolute grind fest getting through those early raids if you don't. So I would love to, like, I wish I was there for it. It seems like it was like, I kind of missed that time frame to be there for that original thing. And I know that, I'm not saying that like, it isn't more than that and hasn't turned into more than that now. But I know that like, I don't know, I tried playing Final Fantasy XIV and there's something about like, I can appreciate that style of combat of like, oh, okay, yeah, it's doing... Okay, Playing WoW Classic. I can't figure out MOBAs, but I can figure out WoW Classic. I can't figure out MOBAs because of the items and all these characters and classes and stuff. It's like, my guy. I feel like I would want to go in the reverse direction with that, Nathan. I think drawing something, make a song about it, like a drawing bard. I think I would want to go backwards. I do have... Wait, I want to see if I could play it. I'll have to add that thing again. Okay, wait, where's the track? Oh, no. Okay, it's not, like, immediately in here, and I am also... Wait, I can just switch my camera. I'm also... I forgot that was back there. Hey. I don't know what the fuck that means. That looks like some spam shit. Top viewers... Ass... Hirosh. I have this track that I made called Fuck Your Dog, and not like in the way that you're probably thinking. I mean like, your dog sucks, play this song for them. I'm not talking about y'all's dogs. Maybe. Where the fuck is it? What is an Ableton? So a .als file. I know I'm gonna find it. What the fuck is Crab Chill? Oh, actually, I know what Crab Chill is. I made a song specifically for what's the term? Rage baiting people's dogs. Porno tunes is one of the things I see on here. I see a lot of tracks that I named something. That's so... I wish I was more helpful to myself in post. I have started naming things better. I promise. I do agree. I think that I'm thinking too much about this layout. And I'm learning with this background that I really don't need much more. Frogger? I don't think I made that. Yeah, that's other people's shit. Crab Chill. That's not it. I know that Luigi Machine isn't it. Where is that? Synth Squeak? That sounds familiar. Where is it, though? Oh, it's on my other computer. That's what it is. Yeah, I think that that's it, is I just need to kind of... that's one thing that a friend of mine has also been, like, repeating to me over and over, is like, dude, I just stop overthinking things, man. All right, so maybe I'll make something new. I really... Or I'm going to finish what I set out to do. What am I going to do? Who knows? Add source scene. Okay. Here we go. All right. I guess this is my drawing scene now. Where do I want to put that? There is fine. I'll bring me over here. That sounds fair. That's great. I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do, which was work on my OBS layout. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what y'all want of me. I guess it doesn't matter. What do I want of me? I want to finish that background. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna fucking do it, Shaggy. I'm gonna fucking do it. Are the harmonies coming through when I say do it, baby? Do the harmonies come through? I'm just wondering. I hope they do. Oh, I hope I don't sound just like a weird asshole. Yes, it gets quieter when it does, though. Fuck yeah. You're so kind. Yeah, the plan originally was to make some sort of background that could be behind me that isn't this cat. And that's kind of what I've been working on over here. Until I got so pleasantly interrupted by my own brain and my old friends that I'm so excited to get to see. Man, I'm sitting here being like, I made the right choice. It feels really good being back and like doing this again. Like, why the fuck did I ever stop? Depression, baby. That's why. Depression, baby. Woo! You actually don't even need the button. You just do that now. I fucking wish. If there's any wish that I've ever had, it was that one. And it's a real thing. Okay, so making a background of the things that I want to do. Okay, so I don't know why I chose this watercolor thing. I could probably just put like pencils on it. That's gonna be a great pencil. I promise you. You know what? What I really appreciate about this drawing is that AI didn't do it. And that is what makes it good. Because it doesn't have to be good. But I made it. And I didn't just like ask a fucking computer to express shit for me. Am I getting preachy? I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna make this background. I fucking swear to God. But yeah, so I don't know. How are y'all doing? I feel like I'm doing all the talking here. How are y'all doing? I hope well. I hope well. I hope that everyone's like. When I talk to my friends, one of the most like recent repeat conversations that has been had is everything feels crazy right now. Everything feels absolutely crazy. And I'm gonna wildly guess that most of the people who are here in chat are most likely in the US. And if it fucking sucks right now, it's like real bad and it's real weird and it's abnormal. It is normal to feel like everything feels like it's falling apart. And I don't know, the more I have that conversation with friends and the more I realize that like I'm not alone in those feelings, like the better it feels in the long run. It's really nice knowing that like I'm not the only one out here seeing this. It sucks that nothing's being done about the things that we're seeing. I forgot how to function, kind of. Yeah. Big that. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. This is my attempt in functioning. This, like, me getting back on stream is my attempt at, like, trying to stop, letting it win, I guess. Maybe that's a way of putting it. But I want a little Game Boy on here. God, I love a Game Boy. So cute. What a cute little system. But you know what? That's another point. It's a fucking really shitty time to enjoy the Game Boy. What could I possibly mean by that? As someone who has the Squirtle Squad tattooed across his lower stomach, it's a real tough time to be a fan of Pokemon, even though like Pokemon Day is like literally coming up and I'm so excited about it. I fell out of the franchise for a while because at one point, I don't know, I think I was just like listening too much to other people's opinions on it. And, you know, new games would come out and people would be like, oh, it's the same old formula. It's the same old thing. Nothing's changed. And it's like, at the same time, like, I like the formula. I like the formula of a burger. I like trying new kinds of burgers, but I also just kind of like a burger. And Pokemon is kind of the same with me. I fucking love that. I like all my little weird guys, but it's such a hard time to try. It's not a hard time. I mean, like, we're getting so much content, but seeing how greedy Nintendo is, it sucks having it be something that like I enjoy, because it's like, I wish it wasn't. I wish I didn't. I wish I wasn't supporting the actions of this company. But I mean, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, it's, I had a similar talk, and I don't know, maybe there's a hot take. Maybe I shouldn't be doing hot takes. I don't give a shit anymore. Like, I'm unfortunately still using Spotify. I wish I wasn't. I heard that they were playing like ads for Ice on it. I think that fucking sucks. I don't have the kind of money to be able to collect all of the music that I listen to and that I enjoy in any other format. And I know that, yes, there's Apple Music. Okay, still huge major corporation that fucking sucks. There's Amazon Music, main huge corporate machine that fucking sucks. I'm like, you get to that point of like, yeah, there is no ethical consumption under capitalism. I don't know. Maybe someone said that once. And it's like, how long am I going to continue to police myself on the ethics of all of these companies that like I can't help but support? Because I would just literally, if I had the ability to just buy vinyl, buy albums directly from artists, I would if I had the money to, but I don't. Stop playing music, and that's whatever. But really suck to be streaming and have music just stop constantly. Yeah, that shit. But it's like, you know, I was talking to some of my close left-leaning friends, you know, and I think that is one big thing that we do run into, is like the left eating itself, and it's just like everything turns into a fucking argument, and it's like all of this what's the term when you're trying to virtue signaling? Like, I mean, that happens within like certain like close friends groups of mine, where it's just like, you still have a Spotify account, like. And I feel like, bringing back to my main point, it feels like the same thing with Pokemon right now, where it's just like, I love this game franchise, and I have so much like care invested in these stupid little guys that I love them. I love them. I'm sorry. And even the new ones, I know the people, like, I had been listening to outside opinion for so long of just like, the new generation, it's like so dumb. There's a Pokemon that's like literally just like keys. Talking about Klefki, and I had parroted that to someone that I'd met like a couple of like I would say maybe about 2 or 3 years ago. I was like, yeah, there's like, well, what's up with this key one? And he's like, oh, that's like one of my favorites. And it like got me kind of like, because I could be dumb, and I can be a parrot to all of the media and stuff that I consume. I'm not putting myself anywhere. Like, I'm nowhere perfect. But it got me thinking, where it's just like, oh, you love it. Okay, so what do you like about it? And he's like, well, it's a steel fairy type, which is like kind of a odd combination, but it's like almost kind of like the ghost of like missing keys. And it's like, I lose my keys all the time. I love that guy. I love that. What? That's a little thing. And it's just like, I'd been listening to so many like online reviews and shit like that, and not like making my own opinion and just kind of like taking those. And it's like, oh yeah, I like this formula. And I started playing the games again. I started playing a lot of Pokemon Unite, which, oh my God, if there's ever been a game that it's like, feels impossible to enjoy right now, like that game, the new player experience right now is so fucking garbage. But I like it, but I really like it's fun. I like a MOBA, but I don't like League of Legends. Like, I've been playing Deadlock, really enjoying it. I was playing Unite a bunch because it's like, because you could play with controller. And I love a game that I could play with controller. I love a game that I could play in my bed, on my TV. And normally, MOBAs, you can't do that. And I like, it was just a really good system. I didn't have to memorize all of these different items in match. The matches are like capped at 10 minutes. I love that. And there's like a high skill ceiling. And I like a game with a high skill ceiling. Elden Ring taught me that. I didn't know that I liked harder games until I like finally got big into Elden Ring, and then had to fucking cheese every single boss. But it's like, I'm more virtuous than you. It doesn't help anyone. It just works to ostracize. Yeah, that. Blink. Okay, coming back to that. Yeah, it's the same thing with Spotify, where it's just like, if I continually police myself on the ethics of all of these companies, like, what will I be left with? Like, what will I, like, am I going to keep it from me getting to have some sort of semblance of a life I enjoy by just being like, oh, okay, well, I'm not, like, I'll just be outspoken about the things that I hate that Spotify is doing. But I can't really help the fact that I love music, and there isn't any, I haven't found any better place of being able to have all of the Japanese music that I listen to specifically. It's just got a massive catalog of Japanese music, and I love it. Like, because I'm a fucking weeb. You know, what do you expect of me? But it's like, what am I gonna just continually like police my own enjoyment until I can't enjoy anything anymore? Like, that sounds so shitty, and I don't want to. I don't. Like, I think that's fair. I think I should be allowed to not want that. So yeah, I don't know really how. Oh, Pokemon. Yeah. It sucks though right now. Like, watching Nintendo go like, oh yeah, the price of a video game should go up to $70. And then put out Mario Kart. And I like the new Mario Kart. It's fun. Is it $70 worth of fun? No. Does Mario Kart as a game, as a whole, feel like a fucking mini game that exists in other games? Absolutely. Mario Tennis. I fucking love Mario Tennis. I do. But $70? I don't like it $70 worth. I don't have $70 to spend on that, so I'm not gonna play it. Yeah, fucking Expedition 33. It was perfect. Like, it is perfect. And then yeah, what is it? Silk Song. They're like, fuck you, it's $20. I loved that. I love that, and I think that there's something to be said about that. Me and like, I was talking. Okay, speaking of Pokemon Unite and MOBAs and like what is it called? Hero shooters. I had, and maybe this is all baseless information, but I was sitting there the other day, like, and this was a couple of months back. I was playing Unite, and I was like, God, this game could be so much better. How much, like, I could make a better if I had, like, you know, a close amount, or if I could be a part of a small studio, we could make something better than this. Like, there's a formula here for what works, but there's also this huge formula of what doesn't. Like, so I had started thinking about, like, okay, well, I wonder what, like, one of the biggest, like, things you'd have to overcome would be. And it's like, I started thinking about like, okay, well, I bet one of the most expensive parts of this, and I think I'm right, would be like hosting or servers, right? And so I had done, I had at that point chat GPT'd, you know, how, in order to keep a game like a MOBA game live, what would the server costs be? And it blew my mind because they sent, and I know that don't trust things that ChatGPT says, obviously, but it had sent me a link to Amazon, which Amazon owns like all of the servers, right? Like they just own 90% of the internet. Don't quote me on that, but like a large majority of the internet runs on Amazon servers. And directly from Amazon's website, they were showing like, hey, yeah, Amazon for gaming. Hello, Mr. Sad Ghost. This is how much it would cost in order to run a game with like, I think they said like 15 or like 30,000 concurrent players. And it was like, how much was it? It was like, it was astronomical. It was like I think like $500,000 a month in server costs, because the fact that you have to have low latency so that people could play the game without there being a bunch of input delay. And it really got me thinking about like, because there's a lot of games that I did enjoy and I didn't have time to get to play when they came out. One of them was this game called Supervive that was kind of similar to this game Battle Right, which was like if you took League of Legends and made it WASD controls, still from that like League of Legends perspective, and it was only team fights, no items, no bullshit. It was just team fights, and there was like 5-minute matches, like real short, really fun. I loved that game. The same people who did V Rising, if you ever played that. And so there's this game Supervive that came out, and then I didn't play it for like when it came out, and I look back like 6 months later, and it had already been sunset. And, you know, the amount of time, it started hitting me, the amount of times I'd seen new games come out and then hearing about the fact that, like, oh, they got sunset already. And it's like, because server cost is absolutely insane. And I wonder if it, like, I think that's another reason, another way how Amazon is fucking us as a whole. And I probably shouldn't be saying that since I'm streaming on Twitch, which I think is also Amazon now. But it sucks that like we would probably have better games if it wasn't for this huge monopoly and wealth disparity. And that sucks, right? Like I wish we could have more good games without it having to be something where it's like, well, you have Overwatch, as far as like hero shooters go. As someone who loves hero shooters, well, you have Overwatch and you have Rivals now, which thank God we've got like a second good one, because before all we had was fucking Paladins, and Paladins sucks. But yeah, it was wild, just like it was how much it cost, and then it got me thinking, how the math worked out is that if there was like so I guess maybe it was like I think it was $300,000 a month with 150,000 concurrent players, because I did the math and it looked like every player would have had to put in, maybe it was $1 or $2. I could be wrong. So regardless, it came out to like every single player would have needed to put $1 or $2 in a month in order just to keep the servers running for a MOBA game like that. And it's like, I can understand why, like, okay, well, yeah, that's why you have to have all of these like microtransactions in a lot of these games, because server cost is so big and it's this monthly expense. Like, and I'm going to pull the conversation back, I promise now, to what of just like, where was it? If there was a game, that's right, being honest and being genuine, and I don't remember when I was talking about that, but I was. If there was like a MOBA or a hero shooter, something like that, that was like straight up honest with you, or MMO that was straight up honest with you at the beginning of the play experience, being like, hey, this game costs this much to run each month, and you run it like a, what is it called, like a Kickstarter, where it's like when the splash screen or what the launcher pops up, it's like, hey, this is how much we want to hit this month in order to keep this game running. Like, and then anything after this, you start having stretch goals. Cool. If we get this much money in, now we could put out a new hero. We could start working on developing a new hero or a new map or something like that. I think that if a game company came out and was honest about how much it cost to keep the game up and like, and to continually update it and to provide a better experience for the players, like, I would support that business immediately. A lot of me and my friends have been talking about just like the idea of transparent businesses, which is like, what a world that we live in, that like that's a fantasy concept. But just like, yeah, if there was, you know, a phone company that was like, hey, yeah, these cell towers cost this much, and the more people that join, the less expensive this gets. So the more of you that get on it, the better we could make this service, and the less expensive it gets for everyone. And we're going to be transparent about how we do our business. And we're going to be transparent about how much cost is. And we're going to expect you, the viewer, or you, the user, to like, you know, either you're going to like the service and you're going to be done with it, or you'll continue using something else. But if you do come and join, it'll just make it better for everyone, because more people will be paying into it, and we could therefore make it better. Like, I think that that should be the answer. Yeah. Everything feels like a cash grab right now. And it's just like, that's how Pokemon feels. Like, Unite specifically. I love that game. I really do. It's so fun to play. There's so many new characters. They're constantly putting new characters out. But they make it that you have to buy them for the most part, or you have to spend so much time, like, playing these games and dedicating, like, time out of your day to, like, okay, I'm gonna play 3 matches, hope that I win all 3, schedule time for 5, win 3 of these matches. Cool. Now if I do that every single day while this event is happening, I'll probably get this thing. It's like, that's such a huge ask. And it's like, why not just like make your game good so people want to play it? And be a little like it. Looping back around, it's a hard time to be a Pokemon fan because it just feels like they're like, it's so greedy right now. Like, it feels like these, like, Nintendo is so greedy. The Pokemon company itself is just like how, or Nintendo really, like, but they're obviously intertwined. It's like, I mean, like, them bringing the cost of these games up, it was absolutely just kind of like, I don't know, a punch right in the dick for me, where it's just like, you know, I remember when the Wii came out, and it was like, it came with Wii Sports. Like, they wanted it to be accessible. They wanted people to be able to enjoy it. And didn't have the best graphics, but it had some great games. And it's just like, it feels like they've gone against, I don't remember where the pause, the pause and play buttons over here. I can't remember. It's been so long. Jesus Christ. I know I could look at a reference, but I don't want to. This will just be my little Game Boy. But yeah, it's I wish it wasn't a hard time to want to support those companies, because I do. Like, they're a large part of me. They were totally right here. Jesus Christ. Okay. It took me putting them over there to realize. Because then there was the little thing. There's you. This little buddy. The bezel. The bezel. How long have I been streaming? For a bit. That's awesome. I didn't get to play the new skate game. I I can't say I was never a big skate. Originally came out on Xbox, right? Or was it also PlayStation? I can't remember. I I remember being like my musical taste, it was defined by the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater soundtrack. And I think that Skate was like, I think I remember playing it with a friend later in life and being like, oh, this is just like a way better skateboarding game. But I think I remember the first time playing it and it not, and the controls being like what they were, being like, this isn't Tony Hawk. I'm bad at this. I'm not going to play it. Which, my loss. This looks like such a janky little Game Boy. Okay, from far away, it kind of makes sense. It kind of plays. Yeah, I don't know what I'm tangenting about, but it's probably something. Yeah. Yeah, the remastered games. I love a remastered game. Dude, that Final Fantasy VII remake. Oh my god. I can't. I can't. It's so insanely good. Um, Thank you. Thank you. I like that little Game Boy too. Um, like I'd love to see, like, I know that for Pokemon Day, because it's already been leaked that like well, it was leaked, and then now I think it was just like red red or fire red, leaf green are going to be on, and I think a handful of other ones are going to be on the Nintendo eShop, and they will have Pokemon Home you could connect with Pokemon Home, which is super cool. Like, I'm stoked on that. Like, but they also want $30 for it. It's like, y'all, this game's like hella old, y'all. Like, I'm happy it's not 60, but like, also fuck you, man. It's like, I have your video game tattooed across my stomach. Can I get a discount? I don't have this kind of money. I wish it did. I sure wish it was easier to like accumulate money. I feel like that would be nice. Someone should make it easier to like make money without like wanting to do the thing, you know? Um Music, art, fantasy shit. Maybe I'll put another fantasy shit thing on here. Yeah, I've got two art things. I've got one video game thing. I'll put another controller on. What kind of controller? Do I want to put like a little fight stick? Maybe I'll play some fighting games. I'm fucking ass trash at fighting games, but I do like them. So maybe we'll put a little guy on here. Wow. Like no control over this looks like. It's like a light bulb shape, right? That looks like it makes sense. These circles look awesome. Look at these little pepperonis. Pepperonis. Like a start button up here. Here's like a start select. That feels wrong. Start button there. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. It was something. I'm sure there was a little heat in it, but right now I'm just thinking about this arcade stick. If I was going to play fighting games. Oh, I would like to try that new who is it? League of Legends company. Epic? No. League of Legends company made a fighting game. 2XKO. Yeah, that shit look. Have you played it? That shit looks sick. I watched this YouTube video the other day that was like, oh my god, let me see if I can pull it up. It was like explaining all of the different subcategories of fighting games, and it was like, it was such a joy to watch, because as someone who like grew up on fucking Street Fighter 2 and like Mortal Kombat, and like playing like remember playing those, like Street Fighter 2, owning Street Fighter 2, and then Turbo, and then Super Street Fighter 2. Or made, no, owning Turbo, then Super Street Fighter 2. I don't think 3 of them released. And then renting Mortal Kombat, then renting Mortal Kombat 2 and 3, and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 was a second one, I believe. But it went through like the entire, like I've loved fighting. Long story short, love fighting games, and it was like it showed the evolution of them, and like when it split off, and like all the subcategories that it went into, where it's like, oh yeah, and then feels like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but quicker matches with the assists and 2 characters, and the characters look good too. Like I definitely I know that I would show my ass on it, but I did. Ooh, I could show you. I got a hitbox controller. Wait, can I show that? Yes, I can. Okay. There it is. So I got a hitbox controller, and then, so that's an erotic artist. But you can't really tell, because I made sure to censor all of the things that would get me canceled. But it was, I had never played with one before, and so I got like a cheapo one last year when my job was actually, I love my job, but it's been really slow this year, so there's not a lot of money right now. But I got it. And the main thing that I was using it for, though, after I got it, like, because I was playing some fighting games, and I got my ass absolutely wrecked by my friend Lark, and I shouldn't have let that take the wind out of my sails. It didn't. I was getting into some other games at that point in time, but the main thing I was using it for was for playing Silksong, though, because it would plug into my Switch too, like perfectly. And playing Silksong with like that level of control. Where are you? Like being able to like jump, punch, honestly felt really good. Oh yeah, I should try this controller. Thank you. That's a great idea. I think I had that thought at first, and I was like, yeah, but it's not gonna look right. So I'm just gonna do an arcade controller. And then I just realized that I did that arcade controller backwards now that I'm looking at it. So yeah, why not draw that controller? That's a good idea. I'll take you up on that offer. And then all I need is like one more fantasy thing, and I think I'm gonna say cool, and then move them around and actually make this look like something that's not hot trash garbage. But yeah, I definitely renting games was so sick. Oh my god, I miss this game. GG Block. I never got to do the GameFly thing though, but that shit seemed sick. I wish that I was around for like, or I wish that I was renting games around the time of GameFly, because that sounds awesome. Let me think. The last, I got this, and then my same friend Lark had picked me up a copy of Tekken 8 when it came out, because she wanted someone to play with, and knows that I will literally play any fighting game that's put in front of me because it's fun. And we played a little bit, and then I remember like going through like the tutorial levels and stuff and being like, And I remember seeing a hitbox controller being like, this would be so much easier with a fucking hitbox. Oh my god. Like, these combos are like, if I could just bip, 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 it would be a way easier life. And I finally got one, and I barely played it, but I was playing a good amount of Strive and Street Fighter 6 with it. And I think I'm still better with a controller. But that just means I need to spend more time with this. That was actually why I was playing Silk Song with it, just so I could get a little more comfortable with, like, using... Where are you? Using your thumb to jump. It's so backwards to me. I'm happy that they included this up button, because that feels much more like what I'm used to. But I know that at the end of the day, if I could get used to using that thumb for jump, like, I'll be unstoppable. It's hard retraining your brain on that shit. But I'm also, like, the king of, like, every single game that I play, I have to remap the controls. I don't know what it is. My brain feels like it just does not want, like, whatever default controls are in games. Perfect example is every single Dark or Souls-like from Soft game, I have to reverse X and O and square and triangle. Like, it feels so counterintuitive how those games are laid out for me. And when I finally turned it into I'm going to remap every game type of person, I think I started enjoying games a lot more. Also, I use an MMO mouse for, like, most gaming, and having, like, 12 buttons on the side, I'm always remapping the controls to, like, cool, having these buttons here. Anything that I could put on my mouse, I will. That's my shit right there. This is your my public service announcement reminding you that, like, you can remap all of the controls in the games that you play, and you should. It'll make you happier. Unless you're stupid. Oh, okay. So, as far as arthritis and hand, I feel like you would have to, for this to be comfortable, because this started hurting my hands because of the fact that, like, the way I was playing. Let me see if there's a way of being able to show it. I know I've got 30 cameras, so I might as well. Okay. All right. Get out of the way. Also, this something you might not have noticed. Maybe I could turn this and show you. I'm tangenting from a tangent. So I have really bad back pain, and I have replaced my chair with a fucking a stationary bike, and that's honestly one of the best things I've ever done for myself. I can't speak any higher about making that decision. Being ADHD, this is like, it's a leg fidget. I get to fidget with this while I'm doing something, and especially, like, playing games that make me really focus. I'll be, like, in the middle of a fight in in Deadlock and realize that, like, I've picked my pace up a whole bunch. I love this thing. It's supposed to be a desk in the front half of it, but I kind of took that off and slid it under my standing desk. I have literally 2 standing desks. Yeah, the bike reveals a thing. Arthritis. There we go. So if I was playing up on something here, like at this level, I think it would be better. Actually, no, I feel it right now. Like, if there was a way of having it elevated more like this, it would be fine. But, like, I'd be playing in my bed like this, and there's something about it's like right here in my thumb area, it would start getting kind of cramped up because it's like I'm like holding my wrist like this. I guess it hurts. It hurts my wrist. It doesn't hurt my hands. Not as like carpal tunnel-y. But I'm sure that could be fixed, especially if I like. Let me move the tablet. This is actually something I've been meaning to try. Would be seeing if. So I got this for myself around Christmas. There's like a pillow that straps on the bottom of it. And it's supposed to be so like you could use your tablet in bed. But it's just like, it's honestly like the best tablet holder I've found. Like that lets me get it at like a better view. I wonder if this fits in here though. This is what I've been. That was here. That would be way better. This I could see myself playing like this. Maybe even, yeah, right there. That'd be great. Having that elevated thing. Yeah, that wouldn't, this doesn't hurt my wrist as much. Because before it was just like, I was like this the whole time. But I think that if I could be, let me not be on that. It was like right there. Oh, yeah, that's good. I could play like this all day. I take it back. Yeah. So I don't know. Might be worth. If we end up hanging out, I could bring the hitbox, and you can see if it's for you. I kind of want to play like this. I kind of want to play that. Kind of rules. If it wasn't for this little bar in the center, this would be absolutely perfect. It is. I feel like okay with an arcade stick. Does the bike cushion hurt your booty? It's actually really, it's like pretty thick. And one of the issues that I like, so I've been, well, I went and got an x-ray last year when I had health insurance that was worth a shit. Thanks, Obama. Also, fuck you, Trump, for my healthcare being absolutely fucking garbage this year. The bottom 3 vertebrae that I have, I guess from years of being on my ass, have like started to just disappear. And I've got a, like, what is it? There's like a nerve that runs like, I don't know, somewhere in, just like pointing at my butthole. It's like somewhere in between where like the base of your legs start. It's like it's not sciatica, but it's like, it's like an SD joint or something like that. It's a joint, that's right, that I have kind of issues with. So if I sit in a chair, and I also, like, my posture normally in a chair is like this. I'm like constantly hunched over. I have horrible posture. So I was just like, I was never using my core whatsoever. And I still like very rarely use my core. Like this chair kind of forces me to do it because there's no backrest. So I kind of have to sit upright. It was like getting so bad that I went and like hung out with a friend of mine. And like, I was having back spasms all the fucking time. Long story short, I was just like always like, and I would get in my car and I would like turn to look behind me and I'd throw my back out and it feels like it's like clenching up. And it's like, and I could feel it coming on too, like a split second beforehand. So I would feel it coming on and then I would tense up and then it would tense up and it would make it even worse, which sucks. Yeah, shrimp mode activate. So yeah, I don't know. I switched over to this thing and it's honestly like my back pain has gotten better. It's not gone, but it's a lot more rare for me to get. And I also set like I said before, I've got 2 standing desks. So, and you can see when I get out of this chair, like I'm shorter. So it's like having a big, tall chair and being able to extend my legs out has been really, really helpful for my back pain. So I kind of well, I don't know what the fuck I was getting to with that. Stationary bike chair fucking rules though. Like, it's also got little wheels at the bottom of it that like lock into place when you put pressure on it. But it makes it nice because I could push it under the standing desk and I could switch from sitting to standing really easily. And that's been good because, man, I'm not like calling myself fat, but I have experienced and am in the middle of experiencing twink death. And you know, that's part of life. But yeah, so I'm just anything that I could do to get myself moving. And honestly, I'm happy standing. I like it. It's good. I wish I would stand more often. It's fun. I can just fucking dance whenever I want to. I could just fucking lay it down. Yeah, I just wish it wasn't like. Why are you doing that? Okay, there we go. I've been building all this on that scene. Are you kidding me? I'm an absolute monster. What a absolute monster person. I love that about me. But my back is like this because of years of like being in a chair, and I know that like I know how often that is for like, or how common of a thing that is across like all of us at this point, is like always being in a chair. It fucking sucks, man. Like, I feel like I'm 70 and I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I am in my late 30s. I literally just had my birthday actually like 2 weeks ago. What if I skip the chair and stay in bed? I love that. I love that. Actually, you want to see like how much I love skip the chair, stay in bed? I want to figure out a way of being able to make how I normally play video games something that I can stream from, and maybe y'all will have an idea. Okay, so also, just look at that. What a perfect little baby. I don't want to disturb him, but I'm gonna. Hi, little Shambo. Hi. Oh, my little old man. Hi. How are you? He's so sleepy. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. Thank you. You are so sleepy. What an angel. I wish I could figure out a way of being able to stream from here. 1 second. Where's... Okay, so I want to show off what degenerate mode is. Oh, hi, he lives. What's up, Sunar? Oh, wow, it has been so long. Hi. This is my first stream back. Hope you're doing well. I was about to show off what a goddamn degenerate I am. So let's do that. Okay. So I can't suggest what I'm about to show to anyone because it is probably part of the reason why I'm not in great shape anymore. My television. Do you see it? It is on wheels. For a few reasons. But the main reason is because I love playing video games, and I like having it near my bed. That's also a really big screen. Now, I like playing video games in bed, like anyone else does, but sometimes you go on Craigslist and you find the way to make playing video games in bed the best possible way by getting one of the fucking the hospital bed hydraulic things They're so cheap though. You get them for like $100. Well, I did. Cause that, like, I wish I could just stream like this, but I know I'll die younger than. I know. Okay, wait. So part of me thought, what if I just laid a green blanket on top of it and like put the camera somewhere over here, so it just looks like I'm laying like in the corner of the gaming experience, which I do think. Wait, can I? Because I do have a big green sheet. Let me see if I can somehow make this work. 1 second. Hello, it's you. It's me again. Hi. I'm so sorry that you have to see this. Okay, I couldn't put it there. No, that is the just for fans view. Okay, wait, maybe I could switch. Let me see if I can rotate this camera. All right, that looked like it worked. Can I place this on top of my television? This is okay. So my phone is gonna break. That's awesome. I can't get the view that I want. Okay. But just use your imagination. Just like I cut me out in green screen and I just lay here like an absolute piece of shit and just play like this. Do you know how comfy it is? I could stream for like literally I could stream for like 20 days straight. As long as like I got like a feeding tube that would just like crush up cheesy bean and rice burritos and blend them up and just like I'd be fine. I should get an IV. Oh my god, I get a slow drip IV and then a cheesy bean and rice burrito IV in the other arm. We can see how long I could game for. I gotta figure out how to poop. I gotta figure out how to poop on stream. I'm really happy that we're tackling all of this now. I think that's yeah, okay, sitting in a banana chair in the granny's basement. Are we talking about the same? Because it's why my back is fucked up. I think. Does anyone remember the gaming chairs from like when we were kids? It was like a C. It was like a J shape, and you would sit on the ground and it would rock back and forth. And you could also find that like one equilibrium point where you'd just kind of like be sitting perfectly on that corner, and then your weight would shift and you'd all of a sudden fall backwards. Okay, I loved those chairs and I'm not gonna take that personally. but they're also, that's why I sit like shrimp. That's why I have the posture I do. I'm almost 1,000% positive of it. Like, they literally, like, this is what my back looks like. like that is, they gave an entire generation of us scoliosis. Like, they chose that. Rocking game chair. Yeah, the gaming rockers. God, that shit. I grew up in California, and we had a second TV in our garage, which was an unfinished garage. So it was always cold. We had like one of those space heaters out there that had like the red wires that would heat up, like the I'm gonna burn this house down space heater. The garage was not used to store a car in it. It was a second living room for us. And yeah, that was my childhood, was just like in that garage, the Super Nintendo. Oh my God, the Super Nintendo. I think about it and it fills my heart with joy. what sucks is going back and like my expectations of what a video game needs to be these days, and going back to a Super Nintendo game, a large part of the roster of it, where it's just like, man, I really wish that there was more. Like, I wish that this wasn't just a mini game. Not all of them. Not all of them. Wait 1 second. Let me deactivate degenerate mode. That's fucking stupid, though, right? Like, that. I'm going to hell for that. Draw Super Nintendo. With the ideas over here. Yeah, but I got two. Oh, maybe that's what I do. Well, I got that Game Boy on there. I got the Game Boy. Because if I put too many video game stuff on this, that means I'm going to make my channel too much about video games. And I do want to make it about... I want to spread my... I want to use this channel as an excuse to not just play video games, though I do want to play video games. I also just remembered that I cannot play Marvel Rivals until I do a lot of work in my mods folder. I could never play that game on stream. I would immediately get banned. And I'm kind of good at that game. I'm not gonna lie. I should climb comp. Any of y'all play Rivals? All my friends that play Rivals all play on fucking PlayStation. It pisses me off because, like, I like that game. Speaking of degenerate mode, oh my god, please say you didn't see something in the background. Okay, thank you. Fucking thank you. Fucking thank you. You want to play video games seriously? Gotta play it on a PC. So, and also that's gatekeeping. But it's fucking right. No, that's just, most of my friends play on, like, I've got a group of friends that I play, that we were playing Rivals, like, every night, like, but they're all on PS5, so we can't play comp, and, like, and they're good, like we, I know with a couple of them, like, we could probably climb rank, but they're on fucking PS5, and they don't, Rivals still hasn't stolen everything from Overwatch, which... It does. It should. It should. There's a lot that Rivals needs to steal from... that they have left to steal. One of them being... Overwatch's 3D audio is so much better. Like, the audio in Overwatch, I can hear a voice line, and I can pinpoint with, like, pretty good accuracy exactly where they're at. Footsteps. I can hear them and go, okay, I know that they're right there. Rivals just isn't there with it. So here's the thing. I like that idea of scheduling a gaming day, a drawing day, music day, random hangouts. But I'm also like... I had my star chart read by a really close friend of mine recently, and just got here. We started talking about Overwatch. Let's fucking go, Joao. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna finish the thought. The things that Rivals also too loud. Rivals too loud, and also its spatial audio sucks. Also, what was the main thing that I was gonna get to? Okay, movement animation still sucks. Like, how bad and janky Spider-Man looks, just... no. What's his... The asshole. Not Doom. Just... God. Who beats you up? Who's the Beware the Song About the Big Butts because he beats you up while he plays it? Iron Fist. Like... Thank you, Betty. Thank you for... I hands down the most quoted movie of my entire life, I think. If I, like, really go back, I know that the cringe does not control me. I know that, that, like Holy Grail is, like, really high on that list. but nothing compares to Kung Pao. Like the amount, like I will have, like I could look at eras of my life where like specific quotes were the one that was just kind of always there in my vocabulary, to a point that now where it's like, I haven't seen that movie in like 15, maybe 20, maybe 20, ow, 20 years, probably 15, maybe I'll be kind to myself. I'll say 15. But I still know like fucking every word. And like the amount of times in recent history has that I've been that, especially with Deadlock, where it's like, oh no, but beware the guy, beware the song about the big butts. He beats you up while he plays it. It's just always there. Okay, wait. Overwatch needs to steal spatial audio. Yes. Also, just like take Hanzo. Like you can like just delete Hawkeye. As a Hawkeye main, actually I'm a Groot main, but like as someone who likes playing Hawkeye, I just miss playing Hanzo. Give Hanzo a double jump. Like they were right about that. Oh my god, I forgot about Tungy. Motherfuckers act like they forgot about Tungy. Wow, holy shit. Oh, not the squeaky shoes again. Yeah, no, what's the best? I am bleeding, making me the victor is such a fucking insane line for anyone to ever write. And I feel so blessed to have grown up in a time where I got to have that as a part of like my culture. That shit is absolutely incredible. I really did think about it recently though, like how insane of an undertaking, especially at that point in time of VFX, that entire movie was. Like, as someone who's done a lot of hand masking, and like green screen work, like, that's like his stomach plug on the ground back there. It was just like one solid chunk. I think the first line in that movie that I saw that absolutely wrecked me was just so cute. Bye-bye. How insanely ahead of its time that movie was, like, and there's never been anything quite like it since then. And like the sense of humor was like so off the wall. And then like they had that huge 3D animated sequence that didn't age as well, I'm guessing, with the cow. But nah, fuck it. But okay, that one shot of the waterfall that they spent, it was like half a second of the whale swimming through the waterfall. But they did such a good job of like there was extra water coming down. Like, how did that movie get funded? Like, how did they give, what is it, Steve Odekirk that much money? Baby rolled down a hill for like a week. It did. That movie is so awesome. I think maybe part of the reason I haven't rewatched it is I'm like worried that it won't live up. But every time I think about how good that movie is, like, there's no way it couldn't. There's no way it couldn't. I will not be stopped by a tiny net is another thing. It's just like that. God, what a fucking perfect movie. Like they really knocked it out of the park. Shit. Okay, one second. I'm gonna take a look at this. All right. I feel really good about this stream. Oh, hell yes. Thank you. Joao, do you play Deadlock? Because we should play Deadlock. I've been on that shit. Surprised. Okay, that's so good to hear that it aged well. I'm happy about that. Not yet. Are we friends on Discord? It's Duke Stamina. I don't think there's any number. Maybe I'm not doxing myself. It's literally the name that I'm streaming as. I could send you an invite for it if you haven't gotten it. It's closed beta, but unlimited invites. Dude, it's fucking good. It's fucking good. It's really good. Especially, like, it is not League of Legends. It is not Overwatch. It, yes, technically is a combination of the two. It's its own game. It is absolutely its own game. It is... I'm really stoked on it right now. I wish I could... It's like... And I have this thought of like... Well, I need to change the way that I think about streaming. Because I have the thought of like, well, I'd like to stream it. Well, yeah, but like, there's probably so many viewers, like trying to think about like, I don't think I want to play the Twitch game this time around. I don't think I want to play by, okay, what is going to be good for viewership? I think I just want to have fun with it. So maybe, yeah, I'll probably end up streaming some Deadlock soon. And maybe I'll stream it. Okay, wait, 1 second. I didn't show you all of Degenerate mode. I forgot about that. So part of Degenerate mode is the fact that I will lay on that bed and I will use that as a monitor. And I will use this that I don't even use this at my computer. But I'll use this in my bed so that I can lay like a fucking corpse and play fucking Deadlock. This over here, pulling it directly off my bed right now. This is a sketch pad. I wrapped a desk pad around. This is what mental health looks like. This is what bad mental health looks like. Let's be honest. I'm okay. But yeah, I am okay. I am okay. The world feels insane. It often feels like I'm not, but I have a really good, strong friends group that reminds me how special and good I am, and I love it here. I hate it here. As far as the U.S., I also love it here. Like that, you know, the thought of, oh yeah, would love to move to another country. And I mean, would love to visit other countries, would love to live in a country that like actually cared about its citizens and their like well-being. But I really love the people here. Like I'm obviously not all of them, but like the people that I have, like that's irreplaceable. You know, I had moved like states away, and I'm so happy I moved back to, you know, my home state again. Because the people I have in my life are like so good, and like they so, I mean, I love being here with the stream. Yeah, me too. Thank you. And I'm happy you do too. That's so awesome. Yeah, I do, and that's something to remember. It's like mask off. This is one thing. Maybe I'll bring it up now. Like I've been wanting to like on that track of like I don't want to play the Twitch game of just like okay, well play the games that you know like oh yeah I don't want to limit the things that I do on stream based off of like what is going to keep viewer retention. I want to be genuine and honest about like the things that I like. I've been that thought of don't kill the part of you that cringes, that thing. Like really been trying to live that over the past like year, obviously. I don't know. I think I grew up like just like I think I have a lot of shame that I know that I'm dealing with, and I have a lot of like how I interact with the internet, how have how I tried doing Twitch before, which I think that I was like pretty genuine to my character for the most part. But there's always that thing in the back of my head of just like, I'm not doing this the most optimal way. Cringe is not a crime. I love that. It's like the same way that I feel about music, where it's like, I was in that band, Nathan, I think that you remember Bear. By the end of it, I realized that, and the same thing with like Duke Stamina, I realized by the end of it, like it wasn't what I wanted to listen to, you know? It was like, it felt like at some point, maybe I was like, I wasn't writing for me, I was writing for the band. Or when I was streaming, it was like, I was choosing what I was going to play based off of what other people wanted to see, instead of like what I wanted to do. And I know that, like, I want, and then like I would like to be like honest on stream. I want to be honest and be able to be vulnerable and be able to have conversations about like that I don't have to feel like I'm worrying about like I'm a very apologetic person. I've grown up. The amount of jobs that I've had where people have had to specifically tell me to stop apologizing, in which case I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. That's like, I don't want to be unapologetic. I do want to be unapologetically myself. And that's something I feel like I've always like been pretty good at. I think the like last couple of years, just depression fucks with you, man. Like, it fucks with your head in weird ways. And I say as I'm fucking playing with this. Oh my god. That was dark. From my point of view, you couldn't see it. I know what has been the best for me has been having friends of mine that I've had like really honest conversations with. And like part of me wishes that like that's kind of what I could be using this stream for, would be like to be able to be open and vulnerable in a safe way, obviously not doxing myself, my friends, my family. But which I've already kind of I'm trying to relearn how to phrase some things once in a while. But I don't know. I'd like to be able to get to talk about that stuff, because I think that like the way that we present ourselves online right now, the way that social media taught my generation, at least, how to be online, how to talk, what to present, is so bad for us. Like, it's bad for our souls. And I think that, like, you know, some of the things that have really helped me out the most was, like, you know, talking to friends about, like, the fact that everything feels insane right now. And hearing other people repeat that, yeah, this feels fucking wild. And then being reminded again, that, like, this isn't normal. What we're going through, this is not normal. Like, I mean, it has been apparently historically the norm, but this isn't normal. This isn't right. And I think that I'd like to be able to use this stream, you know, I want to get to be weird and goofy, obviously. I want to be a degenerate, but I want to make sure that like I leave space to be honest and genuine about my thoughts and feelings, and not just be thinking about the fact that like, oh, I'm worried that I'm going to be off-putting or I'm gonna be a fucking bummer. Because you know what? Sometimes I have bad days. I've had a lot of them. This has been a really rough year for me. I lost one of my cats on January 1st. He's my baby. That was the love of my life. I really miss him every day, so much. And that was really tough. And I'm getting through it, you know, and that I know that that's just a part of life. Loss is. And I know myself, when I get sad, I don't want to talk. I don't want to see anyone. Like, I will fall off the grid. Like, I will isolate immediately, and then that will make things worse because I won't be talking to people. I won't be having the conversations that I need to be having. And I think that I've dealt with his passing really well. I think that, like, looking at myself and being like, I think I really handled it with grace for the amount of, like the first week, it was like, there wasn't a morning that I didn't wake up weeping. Like, that was my child, man. My whole heart was in him. And his brother is still here. That's his older brother that I had held up a little bit ago. But I think that, like, I don't know. I thank you for all the kind words and the condolences. That does mean a lot. Thank you. He was so cool. He was so special. I wish he was still here, to be able to introduce to everyone. But I think that the times being reminded that, this is all kind of normal. Having bad days is normal, and not just having Instagram and shoving down your face the most perfect part of everyone's life, I think is really good and really healthy. And I hope that this stream can be some of that. And I hope that I build it into something like that. And I know that I'm being, like, really meta talking about it right now. It's like I hope I continue doing this. I really want to. And the response that I've gotten from y'all has, like, real thank you. This is the best case scenario. And I can't thank y'all enough for being a part of it. That's so cool. It's really special that, like, especially thank you, Nathan and Bug Lungs, from, like, you've been here for the 3 hours. That's huge. Mono, if you're still here, thank you. Joao, thank you, like, for showing back up. It was so cool seeing Meat Man earlier. Like, this is I'm sorry to hear about your dog. Yeah, it's this is so cool, and I really hope that I continue to do this. And I think that, like this is such a good reminder of, like, what this should be like, and I hope I continue to approach it in the way that I want to. So yeah, thank y'all. I think I'm probably gonna end up calling it here, because I do have a couple of friends of mine right now that are, like, yelling at me to come play Deadlock, so I might go do that and create a little bit of balance there, and enjoy that. Joao, let's play some Overwatch soon. Yeah, that sounds super fun. I'm down with it. I still play Overwatch. I love that game. I ain't never gonna stop loving you, bitch. But yeah, thank everyone. Thank you, everyone, for being here, and I hope that I hope to see you next time that I do this, and it should be soon. I'm not gonna make any promises yet on when it'll be. Might be tomorrow. Who knows? But I am gonna try to work on making some sort of consistent schedule, so that I get to keep doing this, because this feels really cool. So yeah, I will. Thank you, Nathan and Bug Lungs. So I'm so glad you went live tonight. That's so cool. Thank you. That's so nice. Joao, thank you. Much love. Good seeing y'all. I really appreciate it. I hope to see y'all soon. Okay. Bye.